now you're scratching. Hey, we missed you. How are you? Hi, baby. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Here you go. Look at me. Happy birthday. Yeah. Look at me. Biggest kitty in the world. Sorry. Kitty in the world. Yay. Say meow. Meow. I just woke up.
Okay, good. This is what it's going to do, right? Florida is a peninsula. Okay, so it comes down, it does the little boot-looking thing or whatever. The hurricane is going to come up from the west side, and it circulates like this all the way around. So it's going to hit from the west side. Orlando, Celebration, and all that stuff is not going to get as much wind. They'll get rain. All the wind is going to be coming from this direction. So Florida is right here. The wind will come from this direction and hit Florida westbound. And it'll go from west to east. But it's going to hit from this direction. You get it? You understand? Where's the cat?
He's on the bed.
Oh, he is. So today is September 28th of 2022. And for all you Florida people and elsewhere, Star Climber, you always go with 7. Why don't you want to talk about it?
No.
Something about her brother and hidden
Maybe
treasure.
you go to sleep. Because can't take a bath. Fucking airplanes, fucking trees, fucking Mexicans are illegal. California. Ah! What's next? I'm just waiting to get fucking bed bugs or airplane crash into a building or something. Like, ugh. It's like, ugh, what's next?
Hey, that happened one time. If you ever seen the movie The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio, it was a personal plane. It fell into the neighborhood of Hollywood and crashed in all these mansions.
I know. It's like, what's next?
His name was Howard
these airplanes.
Hughes.
These airplanes are
Howard Hughes crashed his airplane into a neighborhood.
Out. These airplanes. Now I have no water because I stressed out because of airplanes, and now I'm and I can't because I don't have water in my toilet. Oh my gosh. Now no electricity, so I can't watch my TV. What am I gonna do? Oh my god. Now I'm gonna read a book? Seriously?
It's always just whatever.
Like knock on his forehead? I feel I might get a little upset tomorrow. I'm gonna knock on his forehead. Dude, you never took my son's kid to driver's license. I asked you 3 times to ignore me, and it took you fucking forever to make change out of a $100 bill and a $68.71 and this $31.29 back. And then I missed out on my table because it took too long. You go over there and drink beer and yell at me because listen, ugh. And your POS system sucks. Just like you. Oh gosh, I can see you. Freaking ass. Oh, by the way, it's 16 to 16 and a half, 32.
All right, so we were looking all over the house for a certain object that I moved. I misplaced it. I blame Linda. So in response, Linda wrote this. What's that say, Linda?
Star Brown
So
spot.
I apparently found it.
Stuff.
That's what I use. It's from Japan. It's actually a mic
How do you know
stand.
it's from Japan?
It's from
Does it
Japan.
say Japan? How do you know?
It's from Japan.
How do you know? How do you know?
Put it
How
back.
do you know? China.
Put it back.
Japan. China.
It's from Japan. Do not run with that. Give it back to me. She ran off with it right here. Put it back where in the vlog spot.
You don't want to touch that nasty ass stuff anyway.
Okay. So that's the stand that I use. It's fairly cheap. I got it at a Japanese dollar store kind of thing. And you can see it's very useful. It's well designed. These are plastic, so it's not gonna last forever. But it's always been a good tool. It shapes, it's great. So it shapes into different shapes like this. And you can even use it for a little music stand too. It's a great design. The Japanese are brilliant. And it does work very well with vlogging. For example, if I were to use it for a vlog, I can adjust how taut I want it to be. I can adjust basically almost every angle. It's a very useful tool, and I lose it a lot, but I always refine it. True story about this stand is that my ex-mother-in-law came over to visit with us, with my ex-wife and children, and it went missing. And I looked all over for the house. I looked all over the closets. I looked in every part of the house. Looked all over the house. Could not find it anywhere. Finally, I asked my second wife, I said, "Where is it?" She said, "I don't know." Well, we took the kids over to my ex-mother-in-law, Denise. We went inside, and there it was on her phone, or she was using it as like a television stand for her phone, because she accesses television on her phone. And I was like, wow, there's no way that that she did that. I said, "Denise, oh, I took it." I said, "That's mine." She said, "You're gonna have it back." So she gave it back to me. But it's really useful for me in vlogging and everything. So I took it back from her because she was using it to put her phone on. Meaning she was placing her phone on it. And it doesn't break. It tightens very quickly. So you can see, I'm just showing you the different aspects of it. Well, this is an option here if you wanted to do something with it like that, or you can just switch it over like this. You can bring it up as a music stand like that. So I have used it for music stands. And it's stable. It's not very noisy. So it doesn't make a lot of noise at all. It's very quiet. Can you hear it right now? I'm actually tightening it right now. You can't even hear it tighten. So these are it's a very useful thing for vlogging because of the fact that it's quiet. See? Okay, I'm gonna show you. If I were to put this on there, boom, see? So I can use it as a mic stand, and but I have to adjust it, so it does adjust. And it's my favorite stand right now. I've had tons of stands. And this one's a little bit bent right here because I've used it so much. But I probably would get, another one. I have other ones. But as a musician and a vlogger, if I want to lay down the mic that I have is enough to go gold on, which is a mic I'm holding right now. And if I want to go completely gold, I just use an iPhone mic, an Apple mic. But I can place it, that's the plane flying over. That's why I like it. It's a fast track tool. Not all vloggers show their fast track tools. They'll show some of them. Ideally, it is brown. It's brown and black. This one's white and black right here. The brown and black right here. It's brown, black, and silver. It is tilted right here because you have to adjust these to make it where it's straight. The reason why it works is because it's not a complete completely, it's not something that they design to be the ideal. It's a fast track thing. Okay, that's how great the Japanese are. And it's not designed to be like a $400 stand or a $10 stand. I don't know who made it. It doesn't have a product name. It came from a Japanese store. But it's just fast track. It's very fast track. So it's not like, you know, oh, wow, did you see my... People are like, what are you talking about? It looks like a paper clip, but it's not. It's easy to make. Anyone could probably make this in their garage, you know, with a few tools. You know, David Lynch made his own. David Lynch made his own stand. But it's fast track. It cost me like $1. And I've used it a lot. The major problem with it is it's not always completely straight right here. So I am using it right now because, you know, I'm okay with using it. Now these are also good. Probably from the same store or a similar store. And you can see these will swivel. And I mean, they're not meant to be, like if I was going to go to Walt Disney World and vlog, I'm always going to spend like $50 or $20 on a really good one, you know, because this wouldn't last that long. This is just, I keep it around the house, you know, and I can tighten it right here. And this is for other shots. I have traveled with this. So I have used it on the road, on pavement, on the sidewalk, in a field. You know, I have done that. And then I have this one too. Now, I do have a professional tripod as well. I have a professional one as well that I use, you know, but I keep it in a case and I never really pull it out. But I mean, it's not real expensive, but it's probably maybe a $50 one or a $40 one. This one is $5 maybe. This is maybe $1, $5 or something. And I can just set it down and it's somewhat trustworthy. I have had a little bit of problems with it. You can see the side right here kind of is a little bit, I thought it cracked. That one cracked. Maybe it was, yeah, it was this one. It cracked right here. But I can still use it as long as it turns like this. I can rotate it around all the way this way. And then even if I want to do a Dutch angle, I can go like this and do a Dutch angle. So when it sets in there, it sets like a Dutch angle like that. This one will do a Dutch angle too. You can see, just like that. So the reason why it's doing a Dutch angle is because it's perfectly stable. I would keep this in my pocket over one of these any day. These are noisy and flimsy and you're carrying them and it probably hurts the hands and whatever. You're sitting there holding them all day and your hand's getting hurt. This goes right in my pocket. And I can break it out and set it down and boom, I'm good to go. It's 2 moves though. It's not just 1 move. I have to take it out of my pocket, adjust it, set it down, and then I'm good to go with recordings and whatever. And I can keep it in my pocket. Of course, if I'm going through the airport, this is gonna get a ring on TSA because these are, look at it, you know? Whether that would get through the airport, I don't know. Maybe not this too, I don't know. Because look at it, you know? What is this? It's a stand. It could. I've had fingernail clippers taken from me from TSA. They're like, stop. And they're going through my stuff and they took a fingernail clipper. I'm like, that's my fingernail clipper. Can I have it back? They're like, no. I have to have it, have to go to a special place to get those items back. But I was not allowed to go forward with the flight unless I surrendered my fingernail clipper. And they took the fingernail clipper from me. Never got it back. I think I could have gone back to the airport and then claimed it and gone on the other side of TSA and then got the fingernail clipper back. I don't know if they keep the items or not. It was a big fingernail clipper. But they took the fingernail clipper. So these are different. And I'll show you the size of the fingernail clipper or something. It's the lead. They said it was the length of the blade. But like on these right here, I was going through TSA. This was actually given to me by a group of people out in Crowley. And I think it was out of this case. So they stopped. And it was like I was in TSA. And they opened this like this. They opened this up. And it was one of the items that was actually in here. They actually left this though. So they didn't retrieve this. Which it may not have been this case. I'm sure it probably was this case. This is a nose hair trimmer right here. The damage this could do right here. This could definitely do damage. But they didn't see it quick enough. And this right here was about the size of the fingernail clipper that they took. So it wasn't this fingernail clipper. This is one I bought again. But it had a thing that went out like this. Kind of like how this goes right here. Just like that. Okay. This is very dangerous. Little scissors. But this is very dangerous because they don't see what that could do. And I was like, are you serious? They're like, yeah, we have to confiscate this fingernail clipper. You can get it by coming back to the airport on the other side of TSA has a lost and found or whatever. And then, so the TSA owes me a fingernail clipper. But I let them keep it, you know, so I could get on the flight. I was like, okay, fine. It's amazing what they allow on flights now. And you forget about taking shampoo or any kind of liquid. But it's amazing what they, you have to follow their policies on TSA. That's why I don't fly. Pretty much it's the main reason I don't fly anymore. Now, there are people that are now paying to get through TSA. They have special passes and they do special background checks and stuff on them. They do clearance on them. But these are all the items. You know, can you take these types of items on a flight if you're going through TSA? And the answer is, I don't know. This one's my personal favorite, though, right here. This item right here. That's why I use this. See, that Japanese mic. I mean, that's so, look at that. It's just right on there. It's not perfect, but it's like perfect angle. That's what I like about it is the angling on it. And I use this every day because I always catch nose hairs in my vlog. I'm like, well, look at that nose hair. Like, I love the vlog. It's good monologue, but that nose hair. And I'll just go in there. Whoa. I just go right in. Now, this one I've had probably for more than 15 years. It requires one small battery. You can see here. It's one, well, it's a large battery. I don't know. It's whatever this size battery is. AA, I guess. AA battery. And it just opens. Made by Conair. And this goes right in there. You're on the airplane, just, you know. You could maybe break it out. Hey, do y'all have any 7-Up? Just Sprite only? Okay. Could I have a Dr. Pepper too? Okay. It's one of those things. Or if you're talking to someone at the airport. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Orlando. They land in MCO, right? Why are you doing that? I got to get all the nose hairs out of my hair so I don't get in the vlog. But anyway, I'm also writing a short story about squirrels that's been on hold for quite a bit of time. And it's Timmy the squirrel, Johnny, and Lucy the squirrel. Johnny the squirrel too. And Timmy is the head squirrel. He's the one that leads them out of this dangerous area of Mid-Cities boulevards into another city. And Edmund the cat gives them the news. Edmund the cat tells them that the peanut farm is going to be leveled. So they have to go to another city, to another peanut farm, or a new peanut farm that's going to be resurrected, or a peanut farm that's going to be planted, like new peanuts. And they have to travel to another city to get to this peanut farm. And they end up doing it. The cat gives them the information because the cat leaves an article, like a newspaper clipping behind, and Timmy finds the newspaper clipping. I don't know if I added that in the story, but he finds a newspaper clipping from the cat because the cat was kind of tearing at it. And Timmy finds it and brings it back and tells him about it. And the cat later in the story is invited to go along with them onto the boxcar to travel from one part of the city to another. But I just wanted to show you some of the stuff, the reason why I use these and these things too. Because TSA, you don't know what they're going to end up confiscating. And there's some of the things, you're just like, we'll just take this and this and this, or you don't get on the fly. So it's best probably just take very little.
With all the string. 5th grade graduation song. One beneath your wings. Pain. Call the Actor Studios.
Called the what?
Actor Studios.
You called the Actor Studio in New York?
Yes.
There's a lot of them, sweetie.
No, I called the right one on 14th Street.
Who'd you get? Harvey Keitel answer the phone?
$46,000 a year.
Alec Baldwin. That's not the Actor Studio. Actor Studio is free. The Actor Studio does not cost money. It's free.
No, it went to Pace. Remember they changed it.
Pace is different. Yeah, Pace is different. A lot of people don't realize this, but when you drink alcohol and you become drunk, you're actually being a bully. Just like the police and just like militant people. So when you drink your alcohol to get drunk, you're bullying others. You don't even have to go around other people. All you have to do is drink by yourself and be an alcohol, and it makes you a bully. Bullies stop being bullies because drinking alcohol kills other people. So Linda and I were rehearsing Fast Car. She got so mad. She pushed me. I went flying into all this water and I hurt my wrist right here. You can see it. And I said, don't push me. I said, stop pushing your voice too. And I had the guitar, so I went flying with the guitar. And she's taking a break right now. And I was just sitting here. I'll show you with the stand. You see the visual proof of all the water. Luckily, I had put all this water here. It's like reservoir water. See it all? Right there, all the water. You kind of see it right here. See all the water? That acted as a cushion. So when I fell in that water. And the water went busting. You ready, Snickles? Okay, so she pushed me right out of my chair, didn't you?
No, you fell off.
Sit down in this chair.
I'm not gonna sing for
I'm
you.
gonna show you this chair.
I'm not your freaking robot. I'm not your puppet. Hello, Angel. Now I know what you're dealing with.
She'll sing. Look at this right here.
Push your head. It's a
Sit
cheap ass chair from IKEA. Fuck you. Suck
No,
my dick.
yeah. And she goes. She sailor talks to prevent monetization. That's what the devil tells her to do. She'll sailor talk. People in the Navy, they cuss. They use a lot of cuss languages. They really should stop doing that. Teach society that, because then they go off and teach their women that.
Hold me hostage. See again. You're gonna behave in my voice right now, okay?
Okay. She has something in her voice or something like that. She just got mad. So I learned a new song. So anyway, this is a song that we're working on. Make sure it's tuned. Didn't really ruin the guitar. I was able. That's probably why I hurt my wrist, is because I was able to save the guitar when I was falling over. I braced myself. But when I brought my hand down, it went into the water. See? Just like we're baptized in. We're baptized in the water. So the water braced me. It didn't save me, but it cushioned. The water acted like cushion. Okay. Okay, and that's without the capo. So when we add the capo, this is called the capo. We add the capo right here. to this one right here.
Instead of goofing around, maybe you should be out there fucking working and making money.
I'm making money. I'm making millions.
I got the notes. I know. Give me 1 second. Exactly. Alright, we're taking one take.
You're going back to the chorus. Okay? You're going back to the chorus on everything. You got to go back to that, the whole talk kind of thing, right? You got to go back to the talk thing. You're going back to the chorus. You got to go back to where you originally went. You got a fast car. It doesn't even have to be good as long as you can get the two rhythms, right? You got a fast car, fast enough you can drive away, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? Which is like almost like talking. It's not exactly talking. It's still singing. It's not exactly talking. You have to go to that for the page. See, right now, you're going to other stuff on the Facebook. Right now, you're going through all this other stuff. You're making life real complex. You stay on one thing, you make millions, right? You make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and all your problems go away. Because you have to stay on one thing. You're going through a bunch of other stuff right now, and you won't go back to the subject at hand.
It's 11, make a wish.
Right. You're doing all this other stuff, and you're not going to the subject at hand. Let me show you the there he goes. Then that's what the alcoholic does. The alcoholic won't stay on anything. They're like ADHD. It's really bad. It's self-prescribed. Okay? Okay. Come on, keep on drinking.
Well, that's fine. It's fine.
You got the lyrics right there. You got your way out right there. Just keep on drinking. Keep on drinking, Robbie. Keep on drinking, Robbie. Keep it drinking. Come on, Kurt. Keep it drinking. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Kill it. Woo. All right, come on, drink it. Kill them. Because drinking is a form of murder to yourself and others. And soon, it'll be considered a dangerous to other people and to yourself.
I gotta sneeze.
Meaning, we're going to make alcohol illegal. Because they are a danger to themselves and others when they drink. Especially when they're on the road. Aren't they dangerous? See, your child is a helper. Your child is a helper. So you're saying, hey, David, would you move that chair over there? Elizabeth, move that chair over that way, and then I need you to start working on the dishes. Also, another thing, Gwendolyn, while you're at it, pick up that mess right over there. Your children are helpers. And at the end of the year, you get about $9,000 or $10,000 to help you help them. So the government helps families. See, the reason I'm going to see my family again is because of the government. The United States government, the United States of America, is going to help me see David, Elizabeth, and Gwendolyn again. I will be rejoined with my family because of the United States of America. They're going to help me help my children. So my children will be my helpers. And that's what family is. Family's all about help. And this government is about keeping families together. Because when I become the president of the United States of America, and I'm ruling this country, what I will do, and I'll do it with the help of the people, because the United States, because Commander-in-Chief is in rule, and what I'll do is I'll help families stay together, and that's my only goal. That's why I'm getting rid of alcohol. I'm getting rid of cigarettes. I will make sure every methamphetamine dealer is removed from the country. I will make sure that marijuana becomes illegal again, and that you will not be able to smoke marijuana for your recreation so that you can destroy your family and pornography. I will not let people be evil. I will go back to the Puritan way. And that's what I mean, is make this country good again. Don't make it great. Make the country good. Make the country good again.